Sup everyone, Gr.2 WA2 80s here, and today racing at the Red Bull Ring in the Group 2 cars for one of the daily races. So a good grid position for us because we start in P2 and on the way we go. And can we get a good exit out of the first corner? Seems like we just clip the curb a little bit too much and we lose some time towards the leader. But also the cars in front have seemed to lost some time. So we're in quite a good position. We are not under immediate attack from the cars behind. So it seems like we can keep up our second position for now. So that's already very good that we managed to hang on to our second place. We definitely don't want to lose any positions at the start of the race. So let's talk a bit about the race right now. 13 laps, and we have to use the normal tires and the hard tires. And we're onto the normal tires right now, so that means that we have to do one pit stop in this race. And because the hards are a little bit slower than the normal tires, we want to drive the normals for as long as possible. And that means that we have to try and save our tires as much as we can. And that's why we're just trying to do our own race right now at this point and don't worry too much about the leader. As you can see, the South African behind us making a mistake, and that gets the Italian up to P3. But I thought he had a penalty, so we will have to serve it after the second corner. So there we can see his penalty, and here is the penalty zone, so that means that we gain some more time towards the cars behind. And that brings the Dutch guy up to P3. And that only helps to secure our second position for now. So we don't have to think about the cars behind too much and we can just drive our own race. Which is very good if you want to save your tires. And we saw the South African in front going a bit wide, and it seems like he has a penalty as well. So that helps us to get some time back. And it seems like he has 1.5 second penalty, so that's a quite significant penalty. And that might help us close up right back to the back of his car. So once again he will have to serve his penalty here. Guess the penalty zone is here of course, and it seems like he's very slow, and up to the lead we go. Didn't expect him to lose that much time. And seems like we have a healthy gap in the lead, so that was quite a surprise. And right now we can just control the race. But yeah, as you can see, very dangerous track to get penalties, the Red Bull Ring. So you don't want to go too wide. And that's why it can be quite dangerous to try and push too hard. Because one slight mistake and you can see how much time it can lose you. Like it has happened with the South African. Oh, big mistake. Just not what you want to do. and we lost some time. We can see the South African right on our tail again. And that's what I said about not trying to make any mistakes. Yeah, these cars so tricky, just too early onto the throttle. Or, yeah, too abruptly on the throttle, I would say. Because if you put the power down too hard, the car just starts sliding around. And that just brings us under pressure once again. But seems like we managed to get the gap up a little bit. So now let's not try to match up once more, because that's not what we want to do if you are leading the race. Yeah, also a bit in our disadvantage that this car has a little bit less top speed, but I felt like it's a little bit better in the corner, so that's why I picked this car. But of course it's quite easy for the cars behind us to try and overtake us on the straights. So that is something we have to keep an eye out for. But we also have the pit strategy to play out. But yeah, definitely still a long way to go. So we can just keep ourselves in the lead. We have to try and keep the gap as big as possible once we go onto the long straight, because that's when the cars behind will manage to gain some time. But we just managed to hold on, as we can see the South African spinning around. But he just managed to save it. But can he keep second place? Yeah, I think he just managed to hold on. And it also helped us to get the gap a little bit bigger. So hopefully we are a little bit less under threat to lose our lead position. Definitely don't want to battle too hard at this point of the race. So it seems like we hold on for now, but the car behind went white once again. Will he get away with it? No, it seems like he gets a penalty for it. Quite expected, because he went a little bit wide, which is not a place where you want to go wide. And the penalty system has no mercy on you, so yeah, seems like he didn't get away with it and loses his second position towards the Dutch driver. But also something to keep an eye out for is that pit stops are almost approaching. We're 7 laps into the race. And drivers with normal tires will start to think about making a pit stop. But our tires are still fresh enough, I feel like, to continue. And that's just what we go into the rear to go another lap. As you can see, the Dutch driver into the pits. But I feel like we have more pace than we would have if we go onto the hard tires. So let's see how the strategy will play out in the end, because if we go longer onto the normal tires, we also will have fresher hard tires at the end of the race. Which will also bring an advantage, of course. And we also don't want to make any mistakes now, because then the Dutch driver will be in front, of course. And that's something that we don't want. But as you can see, no struggles with these normal tires, so I feel like we could continue one more lap. Which is already quite a long way, but I just felt like it was the better thing to do. Because I'm not struggling at all on these tires. But also the South African went to the pits, so it seems like we're the only driver to remain for this long on our normal tires. And let's see if we made the right call, or the wrong one. I hope we made the right decision. I also feel like the Nissan GT-R Group 2 car is a bit less kind on its tires. Oh, that was almost into the wall, but luckily you managed to catch it once again. And that's an indication that it's time for our pit stop. Because the tires have seem to have less grip. And we don't want to make a big mistake to go into the wall somewhere that would lose our first position. And into the pits we go now. Oh, into the grass once again, but we managed to survive. So as you can see, the tires are they really had enough of it, and time to go onto the hards. We were very lucky with that, because most of the time you don't get away with stuff like that. So out of the pits we come, and can we still remain in the lead? Let's see. Out of the pits we go, and looking behind we see the Dutch guy right on our tail. So can we keep ahead? No, seems like he goes to the outside and he has a little bit more speed. So he seems to overtake us, but can we still dive to the inside? No, not quite. Seems like we had to slot back in behind. So we just stayed out too long, it seems like. But yeah, it's always afterward that you can say those things. So maybe if we have pitted in lap 8, we would have remained in the lead. But still not over yet, because we have 2 laps fresher hard tires. So the battle is still on, I would say. Just have to try and stay with him. Which seems not so easy at this point, because he seems to slightly run away. But still 3 more laps to go after this one. As we can see in P3, the car in P3 is a little bit further down. So it seems like we can go for an all-out battle for the win, if we still can do it. But we're still into the safety, so I hope we can still go for a move somewhere. Slight mistake from the Dutch driver in front. And that helps us to get a little bit closer. But I don't think it's quite close enough to go for a move. No, we have to stay behind for now. But seems like we can keep the pressure on him. So that's a good sign. But can we go to the inside here? No, we just brake a little bit later. So it seems like it's definitely not over for us, but we still have to try and find a gap somewhere to still overtake him. But we have the fresher tires, so we should have an advantage. So 2 more laps to go, so let's try and get as close as possible, because we know after this corner there's an overtaking opportunity. So we need to get a good exit out of turn 1. And it seems like we managed to do it, so we get a little bit closer. So can we go for a move? We're right on his tail. And we're going to try to go to the inside. So can we brake late enough? Yeah, right alongside him, and to the inside we go. But we're still side by side, so it's not over yet. But we also have the inside for the next corner, but let's see who can brake latest in the next corner. Seems like it's a Dutch guy, but we still managed to hold on, so still side by side. Great racing. But the next corner goes to the outside. Can we hold on? No, not quite. So we had to concede, but it's definitely not over yet. But a very good run out of this corner. So can we go for a move here? Into the slipstream, if you have to try and go to the outside. And can we go the long way around? Yeah, seems like we do it. And yeah, we have can make the apex for the next corner, and to the lead we go. So great racing. But he's still right on our tail, so it's not over yet. Wow, this is very intense. Good run out of the corner, but we know that the GTR has a little bit more top speed. So it could be difficult to hold on. So what are we going to choose? Outside or inside? We're going to try to the outside. So let's hope we can hang on. So we have a better run out of the corner. And it seems like we do, but the Dutch guy is still alongside us. So I feel like the outside is the better option. So we're going to try and do that once again. But the Dutch guy brakes very late and goes to the inside. And this will be very difficult to try and make up. But great move by the Dutch driver, of course. But can we still go for a move somewhere? Because it's going to be very difficult. Only a couple more corners left. And we just go too wide into the gravel. Yeah, we're pushing all out. And yeah, we had to take a risk to still try and make a move somewhere. But we also had a penalty because we went wide and into the gravel. So yeah, that's race over. But looking behind, we can see P3 also on our tail. So it seems like we're going to drop down to P3. But yeah, still great racing. If you're going to lose a race, that's the best way to do it, I would say. So yeah, that was very cool racing. I really enjoyed it. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye.